Okay, so I guess Shritoma was having C also if she is from a BCA background, right? If I'm not wrong.
Can you please repeat? I'm not.
Means C programming language, right?
Yes.
You were having C programming language as well, because I guess they will first focus on the C programming language because it's in your means 4 year 3 years of tenure. You have learned C programming language, so they will first focus on that one out, and after that the extra curriculum means extra technology language which you have learned, they will ask that one. So you means it was more about basic of C or it was data structure as well?
It was basic of C.
Basic of C. No, you don't have that data structure things.
No, we had data structure, but it was present in C plus plus. Like we had C in the first
Okay.
semester, second semester we had C plus plus, and in the third and fourth
Okay.
semester we had Java.
Okay. So let me start with then few of the thing from C programming language only. So first, then I will go to Java and followed by HTML. So means the basic thing of C programming language. What is the difference between call by value and call by reference?
So basically, in call by value, the actual parameters that is the actual parameters when it is called, it gets changed, and in call by reference, I'm sorry, in call by value, the in call by value when the function is called, the uh, the value the formal parameter the formal.
Okay. So yeah, so actually in call by value, so the copy of the value is passed to the function, so that the original value doesn't get modified. And in call by reference, the address of the value is passed to the function, so the value is modified by call by reference. So means I guess you do check this one and get some examples of that of this call by value and call by reference, because I guess might be this can be coming up in your interview question tomorrow, because they means as I have seen it out, they will first focus on the C, then they will focus on the Java. Okay, but if you have mentioned Java, means they will directly focus on Java, but C or Java, any of these two will be they will be focusing rather than going to HTML or CSS directly.
This is very
So, are
important.
you comfortable with uh, Kanchunda? Do you have anything?
No, I said this is very important thing
Any
that
suggestion?
you said, Shubhadeep.
No, no. So, are you comfortable with Java as well, Shritoma, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can you give me a difference between that method overloading and method overriding?
Right now I'm not able to answer.
Okay.
Um,
Fine, no issues. You note down this question as well. You can look into it, and you can prepare for this question as well. So, difference between a constructor and a method.
constructor constructor has a same name as the class name, and the method, it doesn't really matter that it should have the same name as the class name. Constructor has no return type, whereas method had a return type.
Okay. Okay. Fine. And what do you mean by inheritance and some advantage of that?
Inheritance is basically a reusability feature that base class gives it to a subclass. Like for example, if I give a real time example, like for example, if the qualities that my father have, that is been inherited by me. So that is an example of inheritance. There are different types of inheritance also.
Okay. Okay, fine. So now, one from the HTML. So as you have done HTML, so what are the different tags there in HTML? What are
There,
tags and what are the different types of tags?
there are different types of tags like head tag, uh, closing tag, and uh, open table tag, order list, in order list. These are the basic type of HTML tags.
Okay. So if it means actually HTML composed of three types of tags. That is, one is the opening tag, one is the ending tag, and the middle one is the content tag. So where all the content is written. So so can you tell me out if we don't give the ending tag? So can a HTML have means without an ending tag? Can we write an HTML? Means
Without closing, can I just get a without closing the bracket or just closing the HTML tag?
no. So see, if you have open a tag, okay. So but you are not putting a end tag to that. So can we do that?
Yes, in certain tags we can do that. Like in certain HTML tags we can use it, but there are certain like paragraph tag. Like for instance, paragraph tag you don't need a closing tag, but also in the
Okay.
main opening tag you need a opening and closing tag, brackets.
Okay. Okay. Fine. And how many types of heading there in HTML contain?
Types.
Okay, I guess you can note down this one as well. So there are actually six type of heading, and so I guess you have come across as you have learned C. So you have come across recursion. So what is recursion in C?
Recursion is basically calling a function in itself. Like for example, if I say a factorial function, like if I want to call the factorial function in the factorial function itself, that is what recursion is.
Okay. So okay. So have you done any projects in your curriculum?
Recently I'm doing a project. I'm not yet been completed. So
Uh-huh.
it's a project on web development. I have made a I'm building a web development project. It's on a bakery web page. I got inspired by one of my friends. She's a well known home baker in our area. So but she didn't have a
Uh-huh.
website of her own, so I wanted to build a website for her.
So what is the backend you are using there?
I didn't actually complete the project, as I said. But
So what
that back
so what are you thinking to use the backend?
Node.js.
Okay. And the database?
My SQL.
Okay. And the front end you will be using HTML or you will be using Angular?
Actually, I'm not aware of the Angular, but also I want to get more and more resource about it so that it being a responsive and a user-friendly website. So I'm also researching on it. I'm currently watching YouTube videos on it. I'm researching on React. So let's see.
Okay. For the front end, React and back end. So have you learned Node.js as well?
No,
Do you know
that
Node.js?
no.
Okay. Okay, good. So right now, I guess you have heard about recently there are many new technologies which is in the market, and so what means? Do you know about the artificial intelligence?
I've heard
So
about it.
it's the trending thing. Uh,
I've heard about
so
it, but
can you explain me a little?
uh, Are you asking about the definition, sir?
Means, yeah, yeah, yeah. What what is the thing? And can you, in your project, can you add an artificial intelligence anywhere?
Like
Incorporate artificial intelligence?
artificial intelligence is basically it's a tool that will help a user to get what they require in a milliseconds, like whatever they will say, and the artificial intelligence will answer it. Like we have used chat gpt in a day to day life, so that is also useful to us. uh, I want to implement, but I don't know how much will it be. But I want to implement a chatbot in my app, in my website. So let's that will be controlled by AI.
Okay, okay, fine. And what do you mean by cloud computing? It's the on-demand technology right now.
Yes, sir. Um, like sometimes I actually don't know the definition, but sometimes we don't have, like for instance, Google Photos. Like sometimes we don't have
Mm-hmm.
space in our phone, so what we do, we transfer
Mm-hmm.
all those photos or videos or any other thing to the Google Cloud,
Mm.
so that our space in the phone is empty, but the cloud, it doesn't have any limit of it, so we can store that pictures and videos there. So according to me, in day to day life, cloud computing is
So what is the main benefits? Means
it.
I understood in day to day life we can use Google Photos, but ultimately we are having hard drive as well. We are having our laptops and many other things where we can store it out and we can keep it with us. So what is the main benefit you are seeing about it?
Basically, hard drive is something that we need to carry. So cloud is not
Mm-hmm.
something that we need to carry. So we just have to. There are many websites that provide cloud. Like you don't even need to purchase. Like we have to. Um, we like we can use it, and we don't have to carry. It's not portable, so we can use whenever we want it.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. So I guess this was some. Do you have you gone through, means as you are in your project, as you will be using MySQL? So do you have an understanding of the database as well?
I have a little knowledge of database, not because as I am saying that I am resourcing about it, so I have a little knowledge.
Uh, okay. So you know about the tables, the DDA, the DDL, DML, DQL. You know about those things.
Acid proper. No, I miss.
Okay. Okay. Fine. I guess this was the some questions I had it out. Uh, uh, I guess you are good, but I suggest to look into it more about some things about more into C and Java, because that was in your curriculum, and same for your project also. I guess they will ask more details about your project. So what you are doing, means what are in details, in depth. They might go in depth. If you are able to, means I will suggest, if they ask you about your project at the beginning, and if you are moving that whole interview at your means willing, means what I say, means what you want to say about the project, and what means if they get interest in your project and every technical things also they you are covering through your project, it will be more beneficial for you, because that will be the most advantageous thing. But that always depends on the interviewer, what they asks to you. If they are asking to you about the project, you can explain more depth about your project, not just the overview. I will suggest you explain more depth, that's so that they ask you more questions and you can give the answers to them about that.
So I have a little doubt. Can I ask?
No, no, not sir. It's fine. You can take my name.
Uh, Actually, I am, as I said, that I am ongoing. I have not yet completed my project. So if they ask
Mhm.
anything like in depth, I will not be able to say it because
Ah,
I have.
but you are planning. you are planning, right, you are planning to do something about that. So means you have already done the planning. After that you have means gone to infield and started your project, right? So you can tell about the planning and make them means eager to know about your project.
Okay, sir.
But yeah, but C and Java is very important. That I am definitely they will be going to ask you.
Okay, so Shubhadeep, I think
Kanchunda.
yes, yes,
Over to
I
you.
must tell you this is one of the best interview that I have seen. I mean, one of the best interview simulation. Okay, that Shubhadeep has done. I didn't get any time to give him much detail because since Saturday I have a deployment, so I was busy throughout the day. I just asked for 10 minutes of him. Okay, and he, I don't know whether, I mean, he has prepared so many good questions. Okay, and I mean, it was really appearing that this is a real life interview. So Shitoma, I have recorded this session. I will share this session with you, and I think you have definitely noted down the questions that Shubhadeep has asked. He has very very rightly said that the question will be, I mean, a lot of question will ask from your project. Although you have not, I mean, created the backend, but they will be asking that what are you planning to do. So if you say that I'm planning to create the backend on my SQL database or maybe whatever technology, then you must be knowing about it. Then only you have planned about it, right? Otherwise, just I mean, of course, you're not going to plan, not going to choose a technology without knowing it. You have definitely known about it, then you plan. That is what Shubhadeep is trying to say. And yes, basic questions like this, function overloading, inheritance, these are very very important. I mean, from BCA background, these are your what to say. I mean, these are your AB and ABC. Okay, so they will definitely ask questions from this. I'm not going to ask any more questions because my part has already been done yesterday and you already have the answers. What I suggest is, you have taken down the questions, find out the answers for that and prepare it. You have 10 hours, 12 hours in your hand. Okay, just thoroughly prepare about that. Okay, I will I mean, upload the recording in YouTube because this is going to be a big one. So, and I will share it with you. Okay, and the reason why I
And
didn't, yeah, Shubhadeep, please.
yeah, I guess one last question I have means one suggestion. As you said, you will be using in the backend as Node.js and the database will be MySQL. Anything means one question could come to you, but it's means I suggest that is not for freshers. But still, as you are doing the project, so one thing could come to you that how we will be doing the API call to the database and how will the means UI call to the API will be happening. What is the wait time you will be setting up and what is the preferred wait time you should set. Means I know it will be rather going forward when you will be developing your things, it will be means on the go. But then also means a little knowledge about the API calls, how it will be happening with Node.js. As you are mentioning Node.js, so means it's better to see find it out the API call things as well, because it may come, may not come, not sure, but it's better to have an idea about that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so the reason why I didn't inform you about Shubhadeep earlier, Shritama, two reasons. One is that Shubhadeep, since he is working in a full-time project, okay, so he might have calls during this time or might be some emergency, so he might not be able to join. So I was doubtful about that as well. And the reason is that I wanted you to come and see a surprise. I mean, see, get a little bit of shock. You know why? Because in interviews, this type of things might happen. Okay, you don't know what is going to happen. So when you get a shock, the next part is how you absorb that shock. Right, in cars we have shock absorbers, right, because they don't know what is going to come up on the road. So when you get that shock, how do you calm yourself and get back to the track? That is important. So you were expecting me to ask those same old questions that I asked yesterday, but you didn't expect Shubhadeep to bombard you with so many technical questions. But this is what is going to happen tomorrow. I can guarantee you. You give the interview, you come and tell 99% things are going to match. Okay, because Shubhadeep is from the same place where you are going to go. Okay, maybe when you join Accenture, Shubhadeep becomes your lead. It can happen like that also. Okay, it happens. So anyways, so this was really a very